Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generation Select's Age of the Primes Trypticon. Here is Trypticon in his beautiful base mode, and this is a repaint of the I think this was 2016, 2015, Titans Return Trypticon. I still have that toy. I'm going to be doing some comparisons. I have 3 Trypticons total. So we'll be doing some comparisons, but I'm not going to worry about those comparisons for the base or the spaceship mode, because I think this is so spread out. You can kind of see the idea behind the design while not needing to see a direct comparison to the other color scheme. What I like about Trypticon here is I think this is leaning into a cartoon accurate color scheme, even if it's still like Titans Returns-y. I think that these strong, bold primary color choices are really, really nice. We've got a very vibrant and like jet black here. It's got some hints of maybe some gunmetal, but it looks really nice and glossy. We've got a really terrific teal. I think that just accents everything very strongly. It's really bright, and it goes well with the purple that is also like a brighter, I don't know if you'd call it like a purple that has a little more red in it. So it's like a warmer tone than the Titans Return color. I'm not saying that this is like strictly better than the Titans Return color scheme, but it does have its advantages. And when in this base mode, I mean, this is Titans Return at its very best. We've got a really cool ramp that we can set up here, and we can send down basically any deluxe car on it. I love a good ramp. We've got ramps on the sides that we can drive up on. We've got platforms for Titan Masters to go on. We've got like a bunch of, if you take, so this is full tilt. If we open them up and take Necro out, and you can see all this. I did a Titans Return Trypticon review, all those years ago, but we can put Necro here, anywhere there is a spot for a Titan Master. You can load Trypticon up with Titan Masters. This is the best example of that Titan Master play pattern. In addition, we have compatibility airlock joints. Not airlock. This is before airlock. If we come in here, we've got our Titans Return joint, which I prefer this connection point to the airlock connection point. I was really disappointed when we switched over to the airlock connection point. But I believe any of the Leader class figures, some of the Voyager class figures are compatible. So you can chain this together to make some awesome super bases. I really like that. It's the sort of play pattern that makes me really happy. The thing that I want to point out that I think is a little unfortunate, these platforms are a little on the loose side. But other than that, everything else here looks pretty fantastic. Because I have transformed Trypticon before, we're going to close that up for full tilt, we are actually going to fast forward through this transformation. And here is Trypticon in their Nemesis class ship mode. And I really like this design also. There's something, and I don't know if I'm describing this right, but there's something very Gundam-y about this like large ship, this spaceship that has these platforms for robots to walk on it. We can, if we want to take full tilt, we can open up the front here, and we can store him inside if we bring this up. I like this play pattern feature. You can like deploy full tilt from the front of the ship. That's a lot of fun, and it just feels good to click in place. I really dig it. We can also, come on, there we go. We can also store full tilt up top. If we open that piece up, we're going to lock him in place like so. So he can go up there. The same sorts of platforms that were available before are available here. We have some new ones. If we take Necro out again, there's new Titan Master spots on the wings, so you can have some wing walkers. Again, there's a gun piece that can rotate up and down, that is, I think, not, unfortunately, siege effect compatible. It would have been nice if he is. The ramps that we used previously to drive up now do have Titan Master pegs on them, which is really neat. And again, we can stick, this fits deluxe transformers fairly easily. If we take our full tilt and we go ahead and transform him, it's a pretty easy transformation. We're going to open up the legs on either side, unfold. We can fold them back up like so, coming up top. This is a complaint I have. His ball joints are very, very loose. That needs to be future floor polished for sure. Open up these arm sections, folding down this headpiece. We're going to take Necro, collapse him, do his little Titan Master transformation, put him on top like so, give him his gun, and he can stand happily up here so you can see, with a deluxe what Trypticon looks like. One thing to consider if you are getting this set, these colors look great, but they don't match the original, and therefore they don't match Siege Brunt super well. Here is the original full tilt. You can see kind of how they compare. We do have some interesting differences, like we have some silver paint up here on the vent that is missing from the new version, although the rims are painted on the new version while this one isn't. And then we have like a tiny paint app on the barrel of his laser gun. That's not on the original, which is molded in plastic. But you can see how the two purple colors kind of stand next to each other. And here is Brunt, if you want to see how he compares to the two of them. So yeah, definitely a stronger match for the Titans Return purple colors than Age of Primes. Maybe we'll get a new Brunt sometime in the future. Siege Brunt is a terrific mold, so getting a version of him that matches the Age of the Primes colors would be really, really nice. Again, we have shown this transformation before, so we are going to fast forward through things. And here is Age of the Primes Trypticon in dinosaur mode. And just like the original mold, this guy looks fantastic. Again, these color breakups, I think, do a lot of the heavy lifting of making this feel new, even if it is a very strict repaint. I like the transparent orange plastic we have in the plastic in the head here. I really like how it looks in his little hip area. That looks fantastic. This black, really black, glossy plastic goes really well as a contrast against the gray on his cannons and his back. We've got some silver painted detail back here, silverish. The purple plastic and the teal, again, contrast really nicely with the black. We've got some toesies that are painted just like the original. And yeah, it's a pretty great toy here. I think we have good articulation in the head. We can get that neck platform moving around. We can open up his head and roar. He's got his mouth gun cannon. He has his biggest play feature, at least to me, is if we take any other Titan Master, he can eat them. I love the fact that Trypticon can eat little guys. Now this version has an unfortunate side effect of the really nice teal they use, is that this chest piece is not transparent. The previous Trypticon, you could watch the Titan Masters go down into his tummy. In this case, we have, the chambers, but you can't really see the Titan Master go down in there. I'll say that, to me, is a pretty strong con for getting this version versus the original, which does have that transparent stomach. Our shoulder articulation is really good. We can do a full 360 here. We can go out that far without lifting the platform, which the platform doesn't attach super strongly, unfortunately. Again, it's surprising because this mold hasn't been used a ton, but things are just, you can see things are just a little on the loose side here. We do have a 90 degree, heavier than 90 degree elbow bend, no bicep swivel, but we do have, you can kind of mimic it with this butterfly jointage. We do have wrist articulation, we have finger articulation, we've got big old ratcheting hips. We've got some nice knees. The hips can move out so far, and you've seen we do have ankle tilt on both sides. So we can get kind of him where you want him. And yeah, it's just a really big, intimidating, robotic dinosaur. I don't know that there's much else that you want from Trypticon, but again, it's a really nice throwback. I think this was, unfortunately, the best Titan we got this year because the Star Optimus Prime just really doesn't live up to how fun this is. And we can even compare those two. Right now, if you go to Ross, you can get Trypticon for like $60, $70. Optimus Prime being $100. This is absolutely the better Titan purchase between these two toys. I was really happy that, I wasn't sure about getting Trypticon at first with because I have the Titans Return version already. But getting this guy in hand, getting to play with it again in the new colors has been a lot of fun. And if we want to do some comparisons, we can see how the two Trypticons look, the original to the new one. Again, I think it's what your preference is. If I'm looking at them without any repro labels or anything, I think I lean towards the Age of the Primes version. I do really like this chest piece, that it's transparent plastic. I like that a lot, but I think everything else in the color scheme, I prefer the Age of the Primes version. And I looked back in the box, I don't see a sticker sheet, so you don't have to worry about the Titans Return stickering if you don't want it. It might be a plus for you that this guy is stickered up like Titans Return stuff, or you might prefer the cleaner look of the of the new version, and maybe even then you get some toy hacks, which I don't have toy hacks for Age of the Primes Trypticon, but for Titans Return Trypticon, we can kind of see the stickers on the hips and stuff, but we can get rid of this version. Here is my personal Trypticon. So here we can see with some repro labels and some extra bits. I really like the teeth being picked out. I like the extra stickers we got along the sides and the tummy. If I've had to pick between these two versions, I think I still prefer my Titans Return version. I have a lot of nostalgia for this version. I like the fact that the color scheme of Brunt matches. I like that he's got the transparent tummy. I like the extra details the stickers provide. So this is still the Trypticon that I am going to be keeping on my shelves. But that means both of these Trypticons are available to go to a good home. And the way that you'd win either one, you will enter our Extra Life raffle. If you're not aware, we are currently in the second month, the last month of our Extra Life fundraiser for Cincinnati Children's Hospital for 2025, especially in to the current political climate. Helping those who can't afford the cost of healthcare is something that's super important to Arbitrary Hero. So every year we try and raise some money for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. We have a bunch of awesome Transformers prizes. If you look up top, there's going to be a Studio Series Devastator, but currently we are going to have both of these Trypticons in our prize pool. So not just the Titans Return version, but the Age of the Primes version. So you could, if you win, you get to pick. All you have to do to enter is go to the Extra Life page, which is in the description of the video. Click the donate button, donate at least $10, and make sure that the donation is not anonymous in the donation message, so you want to enter the Transformers raffle. That's it. We have 11 prizes, including Age of the Primes Trypticon, and the winners that we will draw during our 24-hour live stream for charity, we'll get to pick the prizes in the order they won. So if you won first, you get to pick your first prize. We got some awesome stuff. We have HasLab Omega Prime. We have 2 Devastators, Studio Series, and the Combiner Wars. We've got all 5 of the Studio Series Dinobots. There's some great prizes there. Please go check it out. And again, go down in the video description. You'll see the link to our Extra Life page. Just hit it. $10 gets you entered. Every additional $10 you donate will be another entry. And yeah, maybe you can win this one. Maybe you'll win this one. Maybe you'll win some other prize. And whatever you do, all the money goes directly to Cincinnati Children's Hospital to help the kids that are being served by the doctors and nurses and medical staff there. And I think that is it. So I will catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody. Bye.